Catherine DeGrow, ID number 3274276, Spring Semester 2019, Intro to Veterinary Technology. In this video, I'm going to show you how to trim a dog's nails. So all you need are some nail trimmers, sort of like these, and you also want some styptic powder. This is what you're going to use to stop any bleeding that you might accidentally cause if you cut the quick in the dog's nail, which is where the blood vessels and the nerves are within the nail, so you don't want to cut that. That's what might cause pain. So if you do happen to cut the quick, which is inside the nail, you can't really see it in black nail, so you want to be a little extra careful. But if you do happen to cause any bleeding, you can just put some of the styptic powder in the lid right here, and you'll just push the nail onto the powder for about 5 seconds, and that'll stop any bleeding you might have caused. So you're just going to hold the paw in one hand and your clippers in the other, and you want to push any hair out of the way and kind of isolate the toe. And you just want to cut at the tip of the nail, and you can always take off more as you go. And that's all you have to do. In this video, I'm going to show you how to trim a cat's nails. So what you need are some nail trimmers and also some styptic powder. This is what you're going to use to stop any bleeding you might cause if you accidentally cut too far down the nail and cut the quick in the nail, which is where the blood vessels and the nerves are within the nail, so we don't want to cut that. If you do happen to cut the quick in the nail, you're just going to take some styptic powder in the lid right here and just push the nail down onto the powder for about 5 seconds to stop any bleeding. And you're also, just for your safety and the cat's safety, you're going to have them wrapped up in a towel, just exposing their head in one paw, the paw that you're going to work on. And the way we're going to expose the claw to clip it is you're just going to push gently down on the pad to expose the nail. And you can see the quick right in there, that's the pink vein right there. So we're going to cut right in front of that. So you're just going to hold the paw in one hand and your clippers in the other. And you're just going to give one clip. And you'll do that with the rest of the paw. Just gently push down on the pad to expose the nail. And then we're all done. And that's how you clip a cat's nails. In this video, I'm going to show you how to hand feed your dog a pill. This comes in handy if your dog's really bad about chewing pills out of any food you might try to hide it in. This gets it right down into the back of their mouth so that you know that they took it. So you're just going to hold the pill in between your index finger and your thumb. This keeps any other fingers out of the dog's mouth. And then you're going to have one hand on top of the dog's muzzle, and then your other hand using about your middle finger, you're going to open the dog's mouth. Stick the pill as far back as you can down on the dog's tongue in the back of their throat. Hold their mouth closed, and then you'll just gently massage the dog's throat to encourage them to swallow. And you'll know they swallowed when they start to lick like that. That means that the pill went down. So that's how you hand feed your dog a pill. In this video, I'm going to show you how to hand feed your cat a pill. This comes in handy if your cat's really bad about eating pills out of like any food you might hide it in. So this gets the pill directly into their back of their mouth so that you know that they swallowed it. So we're going to keep the cat in a towel here just so his paws are all underneath the towel so he can't scratch or anything. And then you just want to put one hand behind the cat's head. And then you're going to have the pill just in between your index finger and your thumb. And then using your middle finger, you're going to pull open his mouth, slide it far back into their mouth, close it, and then you just want to rub their throat to make them want to swallow. And you know they swallowed if they start to lick like that, so we know that the pill's gone down. In this video, I'm going to show you how to collect urine from your dog. You might need to do this if your vet asks you to collect some urine for testing at their clinic. And we're going to catch midstream. This allows any bacteria that's in the dog's urethra to exit the body so that you get a nice clean sample straight from the dog's bladder. So we're going to let her urinate for about 1 to 2 seconds and then slide our container, which you can use anything. We're going to use a soup ladle just so we can get under her stream without getting any urine on ourselves. And you want to make sure whatever you're using is clean and sterile. And you're also going to keep your dog on a leash just so that they're nice and close to you. You don't have to chase them around or anything. So we're going to take her out, let her start to urinate for about 1 to 2 seconds, and then we'll just slide this under her stream and collect what urine she's got. go potty? Can you go potty? Can you go potty? And you got your sample right there, and you just transfer this to any container you want to take to your vet clinic, and that's all you have to do. In this video, I'm going to show you how to put a gauze muzzle on a dog. Now this is a larger dog, so we're going to use 2-inch gauze instead of 1-inch gauze. 1-inch gauze is good for smaller breeds of dog or dogs with a more narrow muzzle. So what you're going to do is you're going to start by making a large loop in the gauze. This makes it easy to just slip it over their muzzle without startling them. So then you'll just go in front of the dog, over the muzzle, pull tight on that loop, and then you're going to cross underneath the dog's muzzle and make another cross. Keep that tight. And then you'll just take the 2 strands in your hand behind the dog's head. You'll cross, and you're just going to tie it in a quick release bow. That way, if we need to take the muzzle off the dog in an emergency very quickly, we can just pull on that and it will come off really easily. And you'll know it's too loose if the dog can open its mouth, let's say to give it a treat or something. But licking is fine. Licking means it's okay. And then if you just need to take the muzzle off, all you're going to do is pull on the loose strand of the bow, and it comes off super easy, and then you'll just slip it over the dog's mouth. And that's how you put a gauze muzzle on a dog.